Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta.
Hare Krishna, good morning. Thanks for the wonderful chanting. Let's continue our study on this beautiful book, The Nectarian Portion of the Holy Name by Sulina Sachinandana Swami. We are on the sixth chapter, Tips to Improve One's Chanting. And in that, we are on the sixth subsection about the techniques of chanting. Last time, we learned about counting japa. Um, and today we'll learn about the bodily posture, place, and time. How the body posture should be, and where and what time. Srila Prabhupada diligently observed the posture of the devotees while they were chanting. On one occasion, when he was chanting japa with a group of devotees, he requested one of them to sit properly. We should sit with a straight back and crossed legs, provided your health permits. That's the taken. It is also recommended to sit on an asana, slightly elevated seat, but one should not lie down while chanting. We should chant in front of a deity of Krishna or Vishnu, in a temple of the Lord, in front of the holy Tulasi plant, or at a holy river like the Ganga. Please read, please read more on the best time for chanting in section 4 of this chapter. Okay. It is better to chant at a well-illuminated place. The favorable time for chanting is the morning. If at that time some other work has to be urgently attended to, then one should start chanting immediately after having finished the work. Srila Prabhupada writes, chanting japa should be done early in the morning with full concentration, preferably during the Brahma Muhurta time. Concentrate fully on the sound vibration of the mantra, pronouncing each name distinctly, and gradually your speed in chanting will increase naturally. Do not worry so much about chanting fast. Most important is the hearing. Okay, so as don't think any explanation needed here. So we have to simply sit properly and chant, not however we want. So get full benefit of our chanting. Let me continue. Attentive chanting. Try to withdraw your mind from the sense objects and concentrate exclusively on the sound of the mantra as described above. Meditate on the meaning of the mantra and do not allow other thoughts or external influences to distract you. Through devotional concentration on the syllable of the holy name, you will realize step by step the form, the qualities, and pastimes of God. Clearly pronouncing the holy name. We'll read this one also and we'll pause. Another advice from Srila Prabhupada is to clearly pronounce the holy Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Now, Prabhupada's words. Chanting involves the activities of the upper and lower lips as well as the tongue. All three must be engaged in chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The words Hare Krishna should be very distinctly pronounced and heard. Sometimes one mechanically produces a hissing sound instead of chanting with a proper pronunciation with the help of the lips and tongue. Chanting is very simple, but one must practice it seriously. So you must have all heard sometime. That like the devotees chant, like ishing sound. Prabhupada said that's not nice way of chanting. How fast should one chant? According to Srila Prabhupada, the round should be chanted swiftly so that a constant flow of the holy name can be flood the consciousness and stop the mental process of accepting, incessant accepting and rejecting. Swiftly means neither too slow, then the mind drifts away, nor too fast, because then the pronunciation becomes indistinct. If one chants properly, he needs around 7 minutes for one round. This may vary more or less between individuals by 1 minute. Neophytes, especially, often tend to chant as fast as possible, but in the beginning, it is better to chant slowly and distinctly instead of fast and unclearly. By constant practice, chanting will be swifter by itself. On the other hand, it is a sign of missing concentration and experience if one needs more than 8 minutes. The slower chanter, however, should not consider the fast chanting of the experienced devotees as emotionless, emotionless recitation. They know the art, not they know the art. Basically, last two more paragraphs. Basically, chanting is very simple, but it must be seriously practiced. We should not forget that also to chant distinctly is an essential service for Krishna, not something that steals our time we need for other services. And there are nice points over here. Some of the questions that you all have may be answered already. Last paragraph. As long as the body is healthy, one should chant the holy name of the Lord loudly and distinctly. Then, at the time of death, it is most likely that one would chant the holy name properly, with love and faith, and go back home, back to the spiritual world. Chai. So, sitting properly, the place, the time, attentive chanting, properly pronouncing, the speed, all those things are covered in this session. Any discussions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu Dandavat.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, if someone chants in their mind, will it be considered like, they won't chant it loud and they will, chant in their mouth, but without lip movement? Will it be considered as a chanting?
Yeah, it is considered chanting. In the starting of our this particular book, there are different types of chanting, Vachika, Manasika, right? So Manasika chanting is good, definitely good. But as per our acharyas and teachers, we get to the Manasika later, but we have to focus on Vachika, means we have to chant like what's been said so far, audible to oneself. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that's a strong recommendation given by all our acharyas. Therefore, we have to chant in that way. That has been recommended to all of us. And if you're following a sampradaya, you're following acharya, then irrespective of what we like, what we don't like, we keep them aside. We keep our ideas aside and follow what has been told. That is called obedience. That's called obedience. And faith and being truthful. Because we may have our own ideas. No, this is the way I want to do. But if Guru comes and tells, a senior comes and tells, no, do this way, then we simply accept and do it that way, keeping our ideas aside. That is called submissiveness, being surrendered. Anyway, I added some extra points in relation to what your question is, but that can be applied to any other thing that we follow in our life in Krishna consciousness. Is it okay? Chantaram?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Yeah.
Okay.
And
But that is also chanting. Nevertheless, that's chanting. But that's not what for people, devotees like us. we have neophyte, and we have to chant the way it's been recommended for all of us. So the lips are engaged. It is said in this line, right? The upper lips, lower lips, tongue, everything is engaged. So it's better in that way. And also, it's another sense also it purifies ourselves. Because mind is a difficult part to fully have control of. So our external objects are getting control, and mind will come to control. And also, it purifies our mouth and our tongue. So when we chant like this, what happens is our words comes better next time, and we don't have any negative words or offensive words. So it purifies our tongue also in that sense. Right? Sometimes people have control of mind, but they don't know. It's quite interesting. Um, People have some control of mind, but they don't have control of words, right? In some sense, they seem to be focusing and dhyana and all those things will be there. They're able to sit and meditate 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But after the meditation, there was jokingly said this person was meditating in the morning and he was fully focused, able to completely concentrate and whatever the meditation he was doing. And then it was getting time for him. When he opens his eyes, he yelled at his wife because it's already 5 minutes past. She didn't give him coffee. Right? So what type of meditation and concentration is that? Anyway, there's some extra points. Okay. Anything else?
One more point here, Prabhu. You said you read basically. Sorry, not saying.
What is it? Sorry. What did you say?
No, you read about asana, like because at home we can sit in, we can put asana, but while we going out, we are not carrying that. Suppose,
Oh, you're having a deer skin, tiger skin that you sit on?
we don't have.
You must be a yogi. All right, go ahead, tell me.
Yes.
When you go to other places,
Other
yeah.
place, while we are driving, suppose if you drive 6 hours, 7 hours, in between, if you take a break, can we chant within our car seat, or is it we need to sit outside and do the chanting?
You can chant. Be practical. Be practical.
Yes.
This is in situations where you are home, you are in a place where these things can be done. But if you have to, again, I think related to the same. I think you're traveling a lot. So when you travel, then you have to chant. You sit on the passenger seat and you chant. You can chant.
Correct, Prabhu.
That's
That
fine. Absolutely fine. No problem.
in case I need to drive if I come to St. Louis or anywhere else. Right.
All right. Any other thoughts from what we read today or sharing? Or if anyone has some nice points. Hari Puja Mataji, you are a yogi, yoga teacher, yoga mata. You want to add something to the posture and place and time? Hari Puja Mataji, you're there. Maybe you're in meditation. Okay, anything else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, there is one instance Srila Prabhupada mentioned when somebody asked him, like, they want to do, can they do manasik chanting? And Prabhupada mentioned that, can you eat the food in your mind and be satisfied?
Very,
So it is
very,
exactly like that.
very beautiful quote. Nice. Thanks for sharing.
Hare Krishna.
And again, remember, Prabhupada is talking to common people like us, right?
Yes, yes.
Trans people, they get the same pleasure of not eating what we all get by eating. They can get the same pleasure not eating of those things also. So Prabhupada knows who his audience are and how instructions being very beautiful points. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
It's 5:30. Thank you all very much. You all have a wonderful rest of the day. Remembering Krishna. We'll meet again tomorrow, 5 a.m. Central. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Mm.
Hare Krishna, Master.